Hello, classmates. My name is Ed Vieira, and I'm here presenting the vlog on the Scientific Revolution for the Western Civilization course. And one of the problems that I always have with students is they always believe that the word revolution automatically means that it's a fast changing, violent, reform minded movement, when in reality, most revolutions are gradual. And the scientific revolution is no different than what we live through today called the technological revolution. The technological revolution happened back with the creation of Sputnik, and we see the progress of computer technology and now AI and other forms of saving time, because that's pretty much what technology is, saving time. So if we go back to the scientific revolution of the Renaissance period, the mid to late Renaissance period, we could see that it was a slow, gradual. It didn't affect a whole lot of people. Most people, most of the intelligentsia or the intellectuals were fearful for their lives because any of their writings or thoughts or speeches could be viewed as a threat to the power of the monarchy, but mainly the church, because the church was involved in everything. We have to understand that when the Roman Empire fell, the only institution that really survived was the Catholic Church, and the Catholic Church controlled medieval Europe from birth until eternity. And then all of a sudden, we have this new movement that we later called the Scientific Revolution, which gives the impression that it was fast and it spread quickly. But in reality, it was very slow, and those people who profess new ideas struggled greatly. They were forced to defend their positions in front of different inquisitions throughout Europe. I know the Spanish Inquisition is the one that's the most infamous, but there was an Italian Inquisition, Portuguese Inquisition. There were inquisitions because it's basically a judicial court in which they ask you questions and you don't answer it the way you're supposed to or they want you to. That could lead you to the rack, or worse yet, be burned at the stake. In Galileo's case, it's interesting because he innovates this telescope which allows him to look at the stars. So he's an astronomer, a scientist, a physicist, and he realizes something that really has an adverse effect to the church. The church had always said that heaven was up in the sky. Galileo is now looking into the sky and he can't find it. So he begins to question its reality. And of course, this is going to be a huge problem for the church, because the question then goes, well, if they're lying to us about this, what else are they lying to us about? And so the letter that he writes to the Duchess of Tuscany basically is him going through all the processes that he went through to defend himself. He's using religious text. He's using the teachings and observations of St. Augustine to defend his position. And in the end, he still is placed under house arrest because he becomes a threat to the church and the society and the stability and, more important, the power of the Pope. So again, we could see that throughout history, anyone who comes up with new ideas, those ideas could easily become a threat to the more conservative aspect of society. We see it today with AI. We've seen it with the Industrial Revolution, the first Industrial Revolution, the second Industrial Revolution. It's everywhere if we are willing to open our eyes and see it, just like everything in history. Thank you very much. You guys have a great day.